What is up, guys? It is AJ from MMA Experts, and we are talking about the fight between Brian T. City Ortega and the Korean Zombie Sung Jung UFC featherweight main event. These guys are right at the top of the division, and I think the winner here probably is in talks for a title shot, or at least very close to it. If it's Ortega, I do think he may need one more, but if it's Sung Jung, I really believe you could give him a title shot. That'll be 3 straight wins, and especially if he looks impressive here against Brian Ortega. But let's get into the matchup a bit. First, let's talk about Brian Ortega, who has not fought in some time since 2018 against Max Holloway. Now, for Ortega, you have a rangy striker who likes to leave his lead hand low. He constantly is moving, and stance switches are very nice. I mean, he knows how to switch his stances pretty fluidly. He's also really relaxed in their striking and fights the hands well. Now, his power is also pretty sneaky. Knockout win over Frankie Edgar, and really has no fear of getting hit, which can allow him to take serious damage, which is positive and negative. I mean, he has a good chin, so he's very durable, but getting hit like that definitely adds up a lot of damage in the fight. You saw that against Max Holloway. He was stopped in the corner going into round number 5. He had taken a lot of shots in that matchup. Now, his opponent, Sung Jung, a power striker, a bit flat-footed, very powerful with his hooks, generates some serious force in those punches from very short distances. His short hooks are mean. He has almost like a 1-inch punch style power. It's very unique, the power that he has, and I think he's definitely going to give Ortega problems with that here. He also moves forward and will look to land big punches from the start of the fight. And if he does have you hurt, he's the fighter that goes for the kill. Also, though, don't sleep on the Korean Zombie's grappling skills. Really good takedown defense, a really heavy grappler on top. Also has dangerous submission skills and has never been submitted before. Because, we know Brian Ortega is a nasty submission artist, but he's versing a guy here, Sung Jung, who has never been tapped in his 5 defeats. But for the X factor I want to bring up in this matchup, Brian Ortega, very durable guy. Sung Jung, also very good gas tank, which makes for an intriguing matchup. I think this is going to be a lot of punches landed by the Korean Zombie here. I will say, susceptibility for Brian Ortega here, it's straight punches, and I think the Korean Zombie could land some decent straight shots in this matchup, even though his hooks, I would say, are more powerful than his straight shots. Any of his punches pack a big punch, pack a lot of power, rather. Now, how to win for both men? I think for Ortega, he really should try and use his angles as well as his kicks and avoid the pressure attack of the Korean Zombie. Maybe look as they come in close to clinch up, and maybe look for some type of submission from there. Look to maybe get the back in the clinch. It's going to be hard to get Sung Jung to the mat, though. We may see Brian Ortega look to pull guard in this fight here, but Korean Zombie on top is scary, and it's a very risky thing to do for Brian Ortega. Now, for Zombie, he's going to be looking to close distance and land massive punches. In this matchup, you look, the reach advantage actually favors Sung Jung. He is 1 inch shorter, though, so Brian Ortega really needs to get those kicks working, especially the leg kicks. I really think he needs to use them to try to halt the movement of the Korean Zombie. Now, in this matchup, I think that pressure-heavy attack of Sung Jung is going to pose serious problems for Brian Ortega here. He's definitely probably improved since his time off, but I don't think he will have improved enough to beat Sung Jung, whose lone defeat since his comeback was against Yair Rodriguez in a fight that he was winning with a crazy elbow knockout. But since then, 2 straight wins, 2 straight stoppage wins. I think he also stops Ortega here. I think I'm looking at a 3rd round TKO or knockout for Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie, over Brian Ortega in this matchup. Now, quickly, let me look at the betting odds for you guys. We know Korean Zombie is the favorite, a -175 to Brian Ortega at a +155. If you are looking to get a bet out there right now, obviously the odds will change probably as you watch the video, so I'll have the link to best fight odds in the description. But sports bet right now, -172 favorite is Jung. If you're looking to put money on the dog, Brian Ortega, head over to Bet365. He's a +162 underdog. But that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Have Sung Jung winning this matchup by TKO or knockout in round 3. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Also, guys, follow my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and I'll see you all in the next video.